Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the academic procession? The candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College have gathered to celebrate commencement. All are in their places. These proceedings are hereby called to order. May I now introduce the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Shadin Jalali.
Thank you, Professor Geer. I would like to give special thanks and recognition to the members of the Iowa Brass Collective. On horn, Mr. James Nagus. On trombone, Dr. Jonathan Allen. On tuba, Mr. Blaine Cunningham. On trumpets, Dr. Brian Umla and Mr. Stephen Wheeler. These proceedings will be interpreted by Ms. Tammy Silver. Jessica Prey, a music and ethics and public policy major from Johnston, Iowa, will now open these ceremonies by leading us in singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, On behalf of the university and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, I welcome each of you. Today is a very special day for all our graduates and their proud families and friends. Today's ceremony is patterned after a ritual that has been repeated throughout the long history of higher education and is duplicated throughout the world wherever there are universities and colleges. The robes we wear are reminders of the medieval origins of today's universities, but the spirit of commencement is modern, always new, and always focused on the future. These commencement exercises recognize the efforts and achievement of our graduating students. I hope all of you, students, families, and friends, will enjoy this ceremony, which marks a very important day in the lives of our graduates. Graduating from college is a momentous occasion. Each of you has worked hard and persevered to reach this important juncture in your lives. Many of you have worked to help support your expenses here at the university, and others have spent time and energy outside the classroom as well, in student government, fine arts performance activities, research, intercollegiate athletics, university or community service, in addition to your studies. Yet, each of you has succeeded in achieving your common goal, a college education. Your studies in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences have provided you a foundation for an exciting lifetime of discovery and learning. We hope and trust that you will use your educations in ways to improve your life and the lives of others in your families, communities, and around the world. To join me in honoring you today are Dr. Thomas Rocklin, Vice President for Student Life at the University of Iowa; Mr. Robert Downer, a member of the Board of the Regent, State of Iowa; Ms. Hannah Walsh, a fellow member of the Board of Regent, State of Iowa. Also present are representatives of the faculty, the scholars and teachers who have challenged you and worked with you to help you earn your college degree. We have a college faculty of extraordinary quality and commitment, and all of you graduating today have benefited immensely from your acquaintance and interaction with them. I would like to introduce the faculty who are on the stage to honor you today. David Geer, Professor and Director of the School of Music. Helena Detmer, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs and Curriculum and Collegiate Fellow in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and Professor of Classics. David Gould, Adjunct Lecturer, Interdisciplinary Programs. Russell Ganem, Director and Professor in the Division of World Languages, Literatures, and Culture. Mira Habashi, Lecturer in Psychology. Amber Bryan, Assistant Professor of Spanish and Portuguese. Luis Martinez Tudillo, Associate Professor in Spanish and Portuguese. Gregory Howe, Associate Professor in Physics and Astronomy. Mary Cohen, Associate Professor in the School of Music and in the Department of Teaching and Learning, College of Education. Liombe Echo, Associate Professor in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication. Rebecca Cowell, Associate Professor of Dance. Mary Noonan, Associate Professor of Sociology. Randall McIntaffer, Assistant Professor of Physics and Astronomy. Ana Rodriguez Rodriguez, Assistant Professor of Spanish and Portuguese. It is now my pleasure to introduce our student speaker, Elizabeth Hinkler. Elizabeth is a theater arts major from Wilmette, Illinois. She is a member of Phi Beta Kappa and the recipient of the Advantage Iowa Award. the Marcia Thayer Scholarship for Students in the Performing Arts, and the Madeline P. Peterson Scholarship for American Indian Women, among others. Elizabeth has been a peer leader for the Iowa Edge program, studied abroad through the London Performance Study Program in summer 2012, and founded the University Theater Students Representative Organization in fall of 2012. She has been involved in over 20 theater and film production at the university, including Pocketful of Sand, the Hancher Commission Out of Bounds, a play by the Working Group Theater examining cyberbullying, My Sister, which explored perception of disability and co-starred her twin sister, Emily, Iowa New Play Festival's Half Sick of Shadows, and the role of the young Nadia Comaneci in University Theater's main stage production, Tattoo Girl. Today, Elizabeth graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences with distinction. Elizabeth?
Wow, I'm up here. Thank you so much for this Oscar. I'd like to thank the Academy. Hey everybody, I'm Elizabeth and I'm an actor here at the university. So yeah, I'm weird and goof off and tumble around and get in people's personal bubbles. But we're all actors. Some of us just do it a little bit differently. I hope to entertain you these next 3 to 5 minutes because if I don't, I shouldn't get my acting degree later tonight. Dang, this is a big honor to give this speech. I want to thank all the people I bothered asking what advice I should give to seniors who would rather nap in air conditioning eating ice cream. My best advice was from my dad, who said, "What would Meryl Streep do?" And I was like, duh, have a good heck of a time up there. So I plan on doing that. Let me start out by saying that we are not just college graduates. We are awesome college graduates. But here's the downfall. Our presents are pieces of paper. Why doesn't someone bust out the ice cream sundae bar? We're getting cardstock in celebration of our education, but we are not just our degrees. We are so much more than that, although I know sometimes it sure hasn't felt like it. Getting this declaration of achievement is something we add to our list of awesome things we've done. Oh boy, I got a BA at the University of Iowa. Now I am famous and can ride the adventure of life. We are not the fancy type font that spells out our names or the gorgeous Sally Mason signature that we will sell for millions in a few years from now. We are not these little lists that we come up with to say how cool we are. I believe some call that a resume. The important thing is not the paper that we surround ourselves with, or our award-winning smiles, although that did take some convincing for me. It's underneath that. It's our experiences we've shared these past years. I think the greatest realization that has made me Elizabeth Hinkler in coming to the University of Iowa doesn't correlate with doing schoolwork, outside activities, or the professional experience I've received. It runs much deeper than that. For me, what's made me unique is all the connections I found myself entangled to. It's like I'm this giant ball of yarn that got messed up by some evil cat, and I just extend out in multiple directions. And those are the experiences that I've shared with other people. That's what I have to specially share with that makes me like no one else. Iowa has made me, me. Yeah, education is tied into that, but when we ask ourselves and when we go in for interviews, why do we deserve this job? AKA, why really are we special and not the other 7 billion people in the world? What do we say? We're all special. We're all unique. The people I've journeyed with are a huge part of who I am, and that's who I'd like to thank today. What makes us special? Giving back and appreciating. Out of our great graduate bunch, I was lucky enough to be selected to give this speech, but I'm not just a one-woman show. I didn't get here by myself. In fact, we all didn't. But before I make my steps off this stage into a new chapter of my life, I'd like to celebrate those people who have been the magical stew to my life that has spiced me just so. I see so many of you ingredients out there, even my beautiful sister, who I am so blessed with enough to cross the stage for one last time. So thank you, everyone, for being who you are. You've given me hope, purpose, and gratitude for spending these moments with you here at Iowa. As these past 4 years have proved, we all keep growing and changing. We're not etched in stone like the cardstock we'll be handed, signifying this time in our lives. We're going to change and expand, and our balls of yarn are only going to be added to. So thank you for being part of mine, Iowa. I hope to roll into all of you in our near future.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. We are delighted to have a member of faculty address the graduates today. David Gould is an adjunct lecturer in interdisciplinary programs at the University of Iowa and director of Imagination for the Downtown Project, a Zappos.com CEO Tony Hsieh-led organization dedicated to transforming downtown Las Vegas into the most community-focused large city in the world. He also holds an appointment as the University of Iowa first Obermann Center Public Scholar. Previously, David served as Associate Director of Professional Student Development in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and lecturer in the Department of Health and Human Physiology. In 2012, he was presented the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences Star Volunteer Award and University of Iowa Outstanding Staff Award. As a filmmaker, David's credits include Freestyle, The Victory of Dan Gable, The Checker King, and Two Sides of the Moon. He currently is producing a feature film, Diane's Room, based on the life of legendary wrestler Dan Gable. David?
Thank you, Dean Gelati. It is an honor to be here. I'm 17 years old, lying on my bed, making long-term plans that are barely stretching to the end of the week. I have a tribe of good friends, play trumpet in my own rock band, have a sketchy part-time job operating a Jack-in-the-Box fryer, and see little reason to change a thing. That is until my father enters my bedroom one night and proposes a 16-week experiment. It is to give college a try for just one semester. If I don't like it, I can always come home. He believes this to be a pluripotent moment in my life, a word he hopes college might teach me. When any of several outcomes is possible. As I react to the sound of my friend's 1969 red Camaro pulling into the driveway, I catch Dad's eyes and know he's worried that I'll miss my chance. To truly understand the depth of that conversation, you must first know a bit about my dad. He was born in Allerton, Iowa in the midst of a blizzard as my grandmother was transported to the doctor in a horse-drawn wagon. While my grandfather was lucky enough to eke out a high school degree, the inability to get to school forced my grandmother to abandon formal education in the 8th grade. My grandparents were both hardworking farmers whose minds rarely stretched beyond Wayne County, which makes Dad's bold decision to wake up one morning, pack his worldly belongings into a duffel bag, kiss his mother on the cheek, and hitchhike to a foreign country called college, all the more mind-boggling. My father was studying for his master's degree on the University of Northern Iowa campus the day I was born. The letters he wrote during that time are filled with hopes and dreams for a son he had yet to meet. Dad took the first position he was offered, teaching math at Maine West High School, and with 5 kids in tow, accumulated enough long days to complete his PhD from Northwestern University when I was 10 years old. Let me be clear. This wasn't a strategy for advancement or a calculated return on investment. In fact, my father never left that job. Instead, This was a declaration on learning, for learning's sake. A conviction, if you will, that education is not simply a preparation for life, but life itself. I'm not sure if it was the gentle manner in which he asked, or the fact that he was still paying my bills, but I didn't have the heart to say no. Doesn't mean I was planning on staying long, however. I picked the college closest to home and registered only for the classes I thought would be interesting. In a weird way, that actually motivated me to be an excellent student. My thinking was that when I didn't return for the next semester, somebody might ask whatever happened to that Dave Gould, whereby those who had been paying attention would respond, I don't know, but I bet he's doing something big, just like that Harvard dropout running Microsoft. Though my initial classes drew from just one or two disciplines, the natural collision with others soon encouraged me to branch out. My course schedule gradually included lectures on subjects like environmental science, anthropology, sociology, and art history, and slowly a world of new ideas became more interesting to me than weekly sojourns back to my hometown. When I finally came to the late realization that earning a degree was actually something I wanted, it took a bit of creativity to figure out how to obtain one. Let's just say that my last semester consisted of accelerated Swahili and a bowling class. I guess one could argue that any significant experience alters the course of your life, and we will never know just how big my rock band could have been. What I do appreciate, however, is that my music major led to an art degree that led to a Chicago gallery, to graduate school, documentary films, an Emmy Award, and 2 HBO broadcasts. To Walter Payton, Dan Gable, John Irving, Ashton Kutcher, Tony Hsieh, Desmond Tutu, Shri Mabadi, the Dalai Lama, and my wife. To teaching at the University of Iowa, to an associate director position in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, to piloting a new course, and then another new course, to revitalizing downtown Las Vegas, and now here to you. While I never could imagine that I would experience this moment when 37 years ago I was living in yours, I now see the footprints that connect the two. A distinguished author once shared with me that when you're at a crossroads, with one path leading to a predictable outcome, and the other into a mysterious forest where anything is possible, always choose the forest. While I've consistently and certainly made my share of mistakes, I am proud of the fact that I have committed myself to the things that inspire me, trouble me, keep me up at night, to form the life I meant to live, even when those decisions at the time made little sense to anyone else. To the graduating class of 2014, I wish the same for you. My parents are in attendance today, and though it has taken me nearly 4 decades to properly thank them for setting the course of my life, I encourage you to be a bit timelier, recognizing the people who have impacted your own. Gratitude is the currency to happiness and should be distributed generously. We can never be fully human on our own. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my privilege to introduce Tom Rocklin, who is Vice President for Student Life. Vice President Rocklin.
Good morning. Welcome, graduates, other University of Iowa students, my faculty and staff colleagues, family and friends, and honored guests to the spring 2014 College of Liberal Arts and Sciences commencement exercises. Today is a joyful day as we honor and acknowledge the accomplishments of the newest members of a distinguished group, the alumni of the University of Iowa. The last time I stood before many of you was at the convocation ceremony on the Pentecrest lawn on the day before your first day of classes at the University of Iowa. That afternoon, I told you that during your time here, you were going to develop skills and knowledge you might not even have been able to imagine. I told you that when you graduated, some of you would be playing music, dancing, or acting at a professional level. I told you that some of you would be prepared to solve complex technical problems essential to the well-being of the planet. I told you that some of you would have traveled abroad and studied one or more languages in such depth that you would be prepared to address global issues of enormous complexity. I told others of you that you would have participated with a faculty mentor in groundbreaking research published in prestigious journals. And I told you that many of you would be prepared to start a graduate or professional program on your way to becoming physicians, dentists, attorneys, or even professors. And now all of that and so much more has happened. You have worked hard and with the help of many have met the challenges that have come before you. Graduates, take a moment now to acknowledge the help and support that you've received from the fine faculty and staff members of the University of Iowa, from your parents, grandparents, husbands, wives, partners, and significant others, children, brothers, sisters, other relatives, and friends. Let's applaud all who have helped our graduates reach this milestone. Think back to that day before your first University of Iowa class. You were about to become a new kind of person, a college student. Some of you, I dare say most of you, wondered at least a little bit whether you had what it took to succeed as that kind of person. I told you that we had complete confidence in you, and you have more than justified that confidence. Now, you stand on a new threshold. You will leave this ceremony, once again, a new kind of person. You will be a university graduate. Not just any university graduate, you'll be a University of Iowa graduate. And once again, we have complete confidence in you. You are the futures of your communities, your countries, and the world. Along with the pride you take in your accomplishments today, you take on a responsibility. People will rightly look to you to put all that you have learned here to work to make the world a better place. Some of you will become famous for the ways you make the world a better place. Curing a disease, creating a groundbreaking work of art, inventing a solution to a vexing technical problem, or creating an organization that builds sustainable communities. Many of you will make your contributions in smaller, quieter, but ultimately just as important ways. And that is my simple charge to you today. In ways large and small, use what you have learned at the University of Iowa, in the classroom and beyond, to build a better world. As you step forth, we applaud the hard work that has brought you this far and look forward to the many ways that you, the newest members of a worldwide network of University of Iowa graduates, will make your communities, your countries, and the world better places for all of us. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you very much, Vice President Rocklin. The Ernest R. Johnson Memorial Prize, established in 1935, is awarded to the graduating students with the highest and second highest academic standing in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences for the past year. These superlative students are chosen from a pool of over 2,200 graduates. This year's first prize goes to Eric Allen Burns, a computer science and microbiology major from Clive, Iowa. This year's second prize was awarded to David James Deerdorf, who will be recognized this afternoon. We come now to the conferring of degrees. I ask the graduate liberal arts and sciences and university college students to rise when I name the particular degree you're about to receive, and to please remain standing until all degrees are recognized. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Studies in University College please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Liberal Studies in University College please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Music please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Fine Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science please rise? And finally, will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts please rise? Vice President Rocklin, these worthy and approved candidates, having completed all of the requirements for the degrees as listed in the commencement program, are recommended to you for the conferring of these degrees by the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College.
On recommendation of the faculty of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Applied Studies, Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Arts as qualified and designated. Congratulations.
Please remain standing for the tassel turning ceremony. The turning of the tassel is a traditional gesture by which each student signifies passage from degree candidate to graduate. Now, before we recognize each of you individually, I ask all of you to mark your new status as graduates of the University of Iowa College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and University College by moving the tassel of your cap from the right side to the left. What a wonderful moment. I congratulate you all. Will the graduates please be seated? We come now to the part of the program where we individually recognize each graduate. We are proud of every student who has met the demanding requirements that we set for the attainment of degrees. We note with special satisfaction those students who have earned the high grade point average that qualifies them for graduation with one of 3 levels of distinction. This morning, they wear this distinction literally on their sleeves. 3 stars signify highest distinction. 2 stars, high distinction, and 1 star, distinction. Students graduating with honors in the major wear a white cordon. Students graduating with university honors are recognized by a medal worn on a black and gold lanyard. The graduates will be presented by Associate Dean Helena Detmer and Professor Russell Gannon. We are proud to have so many graduates here today, and we think every single one of them deserves his or her moment of recognition. So on behalf of the Vice President, the faculty, and all the other families in the audience, I ask you hold your applause and celebration until the last name has been read.
David Garrison.
Stephen Maynor.
Mickey Craigmile.
Catherine Lee.
Alyssa Breitbach.
Xiaoyi Li with distinction.
Jeremy Beddards.
Cheryl Ray Miller.
Aminat Bello.
Daniel James Lynch.
Johanna Allen.
Su Chi Lee with highest distinction with honors in psychology and communication studies and with university honors.
Teresa Ann Allwright.
Michael Minton.
Jessica Brennan.
Daniel Lunsford.
Allison Beauchairs with distinction.
Riddhi Maja.
LaPortia Dominique Burns.
Trent Larson.
Eric Burns with highest distinction with university honors.
Amy Miranda Lee.
Emily Hinkler.
Lorena Luha.
Elizabeth Hinkler with distinction.
Chelsea Mead.
Zoe Hu with distinction with honors in psychology with university honors.
Corey Marchi.
Anne Ingebrigtsen with distinction.
Morgan Murray.
Brooke Bennett.
Robert Larson.
Nick Bredhauer.
Ashley Lawrence.
Mike Bousset.
Emily Myers.
Armella Basic.
Sergio Lubriel.
Matthew Ains.
Sarah Mead.
Jacob Anderson with honors in microbiology.
Gregory Monson.
Macy Beard.
Sheila Ann Long.
Richard Brandt.
Nicole Metzger.
Christine Eretz.
Ariel Lippman.
Catherine Adam.
Nicole Lane with distinction, with honors in microbiology and with university honors.
Erin Abbas.
Yuki Matsuyama.
Jessica Aldrich.
Jenna Miller with distinction, with honors in international studies and with university honors.
Matthew Berry.
Brad Maxwell with distinction.
Michael Beal.
Max Moore.
Cody Bloom.
Alexandra Meyer.
Katie Booz.
Kathleen McGowan.
Zachary Bird with distinction.
Andrea Lopez.
Brittany Bienchard.
Renee Larson.
Cassandra Blank.
Christopher Morrow.
John Patrick Brown.
Adam Miller.
Nicholas Bellucci.
Lucas McCutcheon.
Bryce Buckley,
Carissa Lonicott,
Chantel Alam,
Heather Marshall,
Danon Block,
Samantha Meston,
Kelsey Marie Block with high distinction,
Jolene Luther,
Taylor Alexson,
Melissa Luggie, with distinction with university honors,
Megan Beardmore with distinction,
Anthony McGregor,
Rachel Clark,
Maxwell Lasisi, with honors in physics,
Brian Brooks,
Nicholas McCargill,
Brian Brownfield,
Carmen Nelson,
Caitlin Abelson,
Lauren Lachina, with honors in dance and university honors,
Asha Bennett,
Bianca Medina,
Chelsea Brooks,
Elizabeth Mello, with distinction with honors in international studies with university honors,
Kristen Bramo,
Sean Lawhead, with honors in dance,
Nicole Bussinger,
Lauren Linder, with distinction with honors in dance,
Scott Bolter,
Jessica Malachek,
Julie Block,
Shane McChurch,
Sarah Bulmer,
Ryan McNamara,
Lucas Asbury,
Catherine Marshall,
Ryan Burkett,
Mary LaPlaca,
Angela Blake Roberts,
Sarah Martin,
Caitlin Betcher with highest distinction,
Marissa Ann LaGreca,
Laura Breeze with highest distinction with honors in social work with university honors,
Victoria Muffson,
Taya Amundsen,
Hiba Irshad,
Allison Blanken,
Megan Ryan,
Keith Brink,
Ayat Mujayas,
Scott Albanese,
Melanie Martin,
Alec William Bramel,
Nick Ralston, with highest distinction with honors in physics with university honors,
Thomas Borentz,
Adam Mitchell,
Kevin Biestek,
Matthew McCoy,
Shannon Barker,
Samantha Marks,
Haley Leach,
Taylor McKee,
Megan Bailey,
Will Matthews,
Deborah Birchink,
Talia Lewis,
Masan Devon Basabi,
Helen Rose Miller,
Andrew Birchbalch with high distinction with honors in music,
Markeisha Means,
Christina Bloomfield,
Feng Lin,
Alexander Antone,
Theodore Stanley Leonis III,
Jennifer Brook with highest distinction with honors in linguistics with university honors,
Quinn Marquardt,
Joseph Barada,
Maggie Norman,
Brandon Lee,
Elaine Luthens,
Daniel Borse,
Amanda Marr,
Kyle Burnley,
Katie Mahoney,
Corwin Brown,
Ann Messer, with honors in microbiology and with university honors,
Phil Austin,
Maggie Alberts,
Gil Bensonson,
Kevin Lashir,
Maynard Bernardo,
Kayla Stevenson,
Rachel Borum,
Mackenzie Lewis,
Nijan An,
Drew Lakin with honors in political science.
Akiwa J. Ansel,
Joseph Matson.
Julia M. Barbuza,
Andrea Mack.
Catherine Clark,
Amanda Lahid.
Kelly Arndt,
Ife Lee.
Sephra Byrne,
Zhongchuan Yu.
Jonathan Abruzzo,
Wing Li Yai.
Timothy Breslin,
Vincent Connor Mosquera.
Stephen David Spencer Birdsall,
Megan Lesueur.
Matthew Bird,
Sarah Lagunas.
Megan Clark,
Neil Lichtenberger.
Stephen A. Cervantes,
Blanca Cecilia Martinez Cruz.
Kevin Shadello,
Becca Leffler.
Caitlin Carney with distinction,
Akira Mizubuchi.
Nikki Cade,
Cole Lambert.
Amy Drallmeyer,
Sean McAllister.
Kelly Klingon,
Ryan Murphy.
Lauren Drennan,
James Morris with distinction with honors in political science.
Sarah Capanella,
America Obregon.
Sarah Burgett,
Emily Passione.
Nicholas Cox,
Emma Rathy with distinction with honors in social work.
Brian Callahan,
Chris Phillips.
Jordan Decker,
Zach Roth.
Megan Cowboy,
Jovan Roddy.
Alexandra Ellis,
Kevin Ozerov.
Aaron Cobb,
Catherine Pastiak with distinction with honors in international studies and political science and with university honors.
Jack Calhoun,
Sydney Wedd.
Zachary Champion with honors in journalism and mass communication with university honors.
Kimberly Nicole Napoles.
Mitch Creswell,
Bradley Nutter with highest distinction with honors in mathematics and with university honors.
Matthew Cushing,
Rachel Nyans.
William Elliott with distinction.
Peter Naughton.
Adam Carlson,
Talia Ross with distinction with honors in international studies and with university honors.
Broderick DeBet-Ignis with high distinction.
Kyle Prohaska.
Caroline Dvorsky,
Jeanne Park.
Helen Dixon,
Kevin Newman.
Butisha Chung,
James O'Neill.
Preet K. Duga,
Lauren Nygaard.
Ashton Dooley,
Margaret Noonan.
Angel Dominguez,
Austin Otita.
Natalie Diltz,
Rachel Neiman.
Karina Kazarubius,
Anthony Pavin.
Jacqueline Carrillo,
Kristen Ogerino.
Mallory Coren,
Stephanie Patch.
Rachel Etheridge,
Michael Romber.
Cody Embry,
Brad Rodenkirk.
Paige G,
Eric Powalish.
Carissa Denny,
Andrew Rietgarf with high distinction with honors in actuarial science.
Alyssa Unlocum.
Hector Patino.
Tiffany Kondra.
Alanda Hogaman with distinction.
Leah DeGrazia with distinction.
Diana Joy Palazzolo.
Bradley Crone.
Ryan Probasco.
Patrick Davis.
Jordan Rock.
Bria Davis with honors in journalism and mass communication with university honors.
Taylor Rasmussen.
Jessica Eggleseder.
Sarah Jo Purcell.
Danielle Sarantano.
Alexa Perillo.
Andrew Dillavu.
Samantha Robinson.
Paige Diener.
Caitlin Powell.
Grace Dolphy.
Haley Nelson.
Christina Capoletti.
Leo Peterson.
Katie Bechtel.
Alexis Lee Ronchetto.
Christina Gonzalez.
Caitlin Ledeen.
Caitlin Drake.
Spencer Reed.
Zoe Miller.
Shaylee Noker.
Kelly Ford.
Emily Nicholas.
Caitlin Colleen Enlow.
Kelsey Reed.
Rua Elker.
Stefano Rosenberg.
Aaron Doublet.
Vikram Ramesh.
Aaron Church with high distinction with honors in psychology with university honors.
Jessica Padilla Solis.
Mark Campos.
Colin Nelson Pinkston.
Mark Dissinger.
Jules Pratt.
Harris Korachish.
Carolyn Ann Rice with high distinction.
Jamie Dunlap.
Kyle Pop.
Safra Elnor.
Michael Panic.
Janita Dennis.
Kaylee Marie O'Malley.
Angela Congrove.
Yaxon Park.
Lauren DeGiorgio.
Ashley Pettit.
Joshua Dravies Kellerman.
Aaron O'Donnell.
Megan Carney.
Joshua Olendick.
Jacob Brady.
Ethan Rome.
Jacob Elliott Esser.
Amy Pietro.
Jennifer Hoke.
Sarah Rosenberger.
Marissa Mahalik.
Willis Reed.
Alyssa Bergamini.
Tori Punchakar.
Nicholas Delaquila.
Hannah Oversting.
Jinji Shen.
Emily Nallman.
Christopher Kaufman.
Jacqueline Wren.
Gabriella Dunn.
Peyton Shea Van Kamp.
Alicia Cramey.
Kyle Parkin.
Audrey Dreyer.
Jonathan Orbeck.
Madison Bennett with distinction with honors in interdepartmental studies.
Landon Pickens.
Sarah Enscott.
Gabriela Ramos.
Skaran Kose.
Monica Ruiz.
Nuadun Kone.
Danica Packingham.
Samantha Haley Steffen,
Katie Lynn Petrie,
Michael Doro,
Caitlin Rowe,
Eric Clark,
Louis Richards,
Jody Culver,
Philip Rice,
Kimberly Carter,
Angela Pretz,
Christopher Dio,
Anthony Ramos,
Bailey Ellsbury,
Thomas Peterson,
Hannah Easton,
Zach Pasker,
Keller Elliott,
Christian Perez,
Andre Dawson,
Spencer Myers,
Jessica Dickerson,
Greta Oldo,
Rebecca Kraus,
Mackenzie Paulson,
Kaylin England,
Brianna Radomski,
Drew Coffin,
Timothy O'Brien,
Jing Tong Du,
Marissa Myers,
Richard Dixon,
Taylor Bounds,
John Kemming Mai Inger, the fourth,
Yu Zhao Lin with distinction,
Stave Comey,
Brandon Owens,
okay, it's okay, Amy Holtz with honors in ethics and public policy,
Megan Semkowski,
Aaron Faust,
Yoni Hurst,
Kevin Glick,
Alyssa Snyder,
Ashley Haynes,
Madison Smith,
Curtis Gose with highest distinction with honors in international studies with university honors,
Alexandra Savini,
Matilda Finnegan,
Jacob Schnormeyer,
Elise Honold,
Sarah Shea,
Madison Fredericks,
Lauren Spiewak,
Kelly Fourie,
Gabriela Soltis,
Cole Geisel,
Natalie Sands,
Paul Perkins Vinci,
Sophia Anna Sadova Sparrow with distinction,
Blaine Flanagan,
Jordan Slack,
Sarah Franzi,
Molly Marie Schoenemann,
Anthony Huff,
Ryan Sampson,
Samantha Goody,
Amy Scarnulis,
J. William Freezer,
Caitlin Haley Sarmas,
Stephen Hertvick,
Matthew Starnes,
William Harding,
William Stockman,
Cameron Harrop,
Brittany Sieben,
Matthew Golden with honors in microbiology with university honors,
Brady Starnes,
Dakota Gonzalez,
Robert Saperstein,
Rachel Hofstetter with honors in dance,
Elena Rahanas,
Jamie Kennedy,
Maria Olex,
Sarah Graff with distinction,
Chelsea Ruffalo,
Leanne Joya,
Catherine Muscat,
Lauren Friend,
Kelsey Dockman,
Andrew Hedgewald,
Reed Simmer,
Nicholas Heiserman,
Brent Sherlock,
Tara Holterhouse,
Jizhu Sun with distinction,
Erica Jean Harrison,
Stephanie Summer,
Megan Hansel,
Christina Soliday,
Ingrid Marie Hagen Richardson,
Tanner Soderstrom,
Elizabeth Hilliard,
Brian Joseph Solik,
Bryce Goll,
Jamie Scott,
Maciel Garcia,
Jeffrey Steinbach,
Samantha Gentry,
Elizabeth Solbuka,
Spencer Gibson IV,
Colleen Smith with distinction,
Alexandria Hagist,
Lindsay Scahill,
Nicholas Fish,
Alicia Main Stout,
Christian Hurd with honors in international studies,
Lance Shuttler,
Jordan Gasterin,
Jonathan Shocker with honors in psychology and with university honors,
Sarah Grosowski,
Brooke Stadel,
Reed Chandler,
Luke Statler,
Brandon Bittner,
Rebecca Songs,
Logan Giaquinta,
Robert Surstina,
Melanie Ray Ferguson with honors in international studies and Italian,
Jackie Sue,
Jennifer Helvenberger,
Monica Shahij,
Dazao Ha,
Shelby Schmitz,
Yenhao Hu,
Aaron Smith,
Zhen Kuo,
Greg Skimi,
Samuel Wilson,
Anna Swan with high distinction,
Kevin Bosberg,
Sarah Schoen,
Morgan Gossman,
Talon Stoner,
Amy Haney,
Kirsten Salonika,
Kelly Hanley,
Jessica Smith,
Morgan Ferris,
Chia Peng Tam,
Mackenzie Kaiser,
Jiraj Sig,
Megan Smith,
Jessica Elaine Schmidt,
Samantha Merrill,
Brianna Sedula,
Sarah Fairbanks,
Caitlin Scott,
Caitlin Harris,
Natalie Spiegel,
Stephanie Goebel,
Rajbir Singh,
Sarah Jane Hecht,
Sarah Snow,
Tanner Gage,
Carlos Sosa,
Nicholas J. Finelli,
Miranda Schaefer,
Connor Gifford,
Alexandra Swift,
Emma House with highest distinction,
Patrick Shanahan,
Emily Gilbert,
Eden Shabich,
Allison Hines,
Louis Taub,
Jessica Harty,
Melvin Ong,
Zachary Hutchcroft,
Thomas Sweslet,
Travis Holub,
Stephanie Shanahan,
Abigail Frockes,
Catherine Stewart with distinction and with university honors,
Daniel Garner,
Kelsey Conniff,
Justin Ferdman,
Emily Jasinski,
Rick Johnston,
Lauren Stack,
Austin Frank,
Victoria Skeshop,
Andrew Farron,
Ashley Sorensen,
Penelope Pearl Redden,
Joanne Shepard,
Maria Gibbs,
Drew Swanson,
Alicia Hatch,
Nathaniel David Stout,
Michelle Farrell,
Emily Vodek,
Paige Johnson,
Tressa Hart.
Lindsay Farnsworth.
Jijie Shang.
Molly Hammer with honors in journalism and mass communication with university honors.
Lena Sun.
Erin Horsfield. Andrea Hartman. Krista Hollis.
Francisco Vaca.
Zuli Gonzalez.
Dakota J. Thomas.
Leah Gilmore.
Maya Zuckerman.
Brett Hansen with honors in microbiology.
Kira Wilson.
Jessica Griggs.
Kelsey Wiggs with honors in psychology.
Sky Julia Fawnlander.
Luke Whitaker.
Nia Hermanson.
Michael Tim.
Nathaniel Gear with distinction with honors in Spanish with university honors.
Brittany Trainer.
Jenna Halverson.
Alicia Ulrich.
Adam Feiner.
Anne Catherine Mackey.
Sydney Grody.
Ashley Williams.
Anna Hinkle.
London Williams Dunson.
Mallory Hughes.
Kyun Young.
Kelsey Gehring.
Lee Chong.
Taylor Harris.
Yu Ting Shu.
Froland Gonzalez.
Xiang Yu Wang.
Lisa Hansen with highest distinction with honors in music.
Yun Fan Xing with distinction.
Megan Healy with high distinction with honors in music.
Qiao Wang.
Clara Freeman.
Sayer White.
Alyssa Marie Harn.
Rongshuo Shu.
Brittany Hurst.
Feng Feng Xia.
Sydney Gonzalez.
Kyong Tao.
Bridget Hedges.
Aaron Wells.
Joseph Gallagher.
Zachary Tilley with distinction.
John Zare.
Clayton Vinson.
Andrea Playley.
Go Kyung Yoon.
Elia Farias.
Kelsey Utter.
Alexis Graves.
Zachariah Walls with honors in interdepartmental studies and with university studies.
Anna Hebel.
Jieshan Zhang with distinction with honors in sociology and with university honors.
Chuck Han.
Haley Thulin.
Siki Ga.
Amber Wolfong.
Michael Gilson.
David Wilson.
Christopher Holt.
Carolina Wafflewitz.
Shaylin Gerlach.
Abby Tuksher.
Robert Imburja.
Emily Walter.
Spencer Kress.
Christina Targos.
Helena Kim.
Michelle Wheeler.
Alex Girth.
Donald Trinnell IV.
Tani Girth.
Heidi Weiland.
Sarah Jewett.
Lindsay Tillo.
Rhea Klegel.
Carrie Jean Tenberg.
Kelsey Kuala.
Lisa Uzitas.
Nicole Ito with high distinction.
Maite Vasquez.
Andrew Kozak.
Biro Sayum Tadisi.
Jacob Kolar,
Taylor Woods,
Kayla Kaufman,
Kelly Van Acker,
Kahana Kenchwala,
Rebecca Vasquez,
Aaron Kaiser,
Ashley Van Rory,
Jessica King with honors in English,
Madeline Valio with high distinction,
Megan Krogmeyer,
Alyssa Van Guren, social work,
Alyssa Itzen,
Alyssa Teets with highest distinction with honors in social work,
Ryan Knapp,
Tiana Tesh,
Rachel Ivy,
Joshua Taylor,
Ariana Kramer,
Allison Warren,
Polina Kennedy,
Geraldine Westerkamp with distinction with university honors,
Joseph William Knight,
Matthew Uttermark,
okay, Caleb Johnson,
Philip Walker,
Rebecca Jones,
Kyle Utke,
Rachel Earlbeck,
Jake Varn,
McKinley Kemp,
Sarah Texter,
Grant Jerkovich,
Ashley Brugdenhill,
Kirk Jackson,
Trinidad Romero,
Kelsey Johnson,
Calvin Wong,
Sydney Johnson with distinction,
Gabrielle Elise Vanek,
Zach Cleaver,
Wanri Tao,
Kelsey Knapp,
Noela Vargas, honors in art,
Hajun Zhang,
Thomas Wisniewski with distinction with honors in history and with university honors,
Michelle Kim,
Ben Van Rokel,
Madison Kelly,
Kaylee Whitrock,
Tia Johnson,
Lindsay Wade,
Madeline Kelleher,
Li Ying Zhang,
Alexander Igram,
Bo Tu with high distinction,
Elizabeth Kirch,
Steve West,
Marwa Ibrahim,
Candace Taylor,
Samuel Crable,
Kelsey Zuber,
Madison Kennedy,
Brian Tai,
Marissa Kerman,
Steve Teppel,
Tim Kennelly,
Lindsay Tolman,
Erica Kalapek,
Lindsay Wong,
Kelly Klein,
Chase Willman,
Jory Kopish,
Shunzi Choi,
Lucas Kane,
Catherine Valdi with distinction with honors in political science and history,
Amanda Kozlowski,
Kevin Walter,
Catherine Kuntz with high distinction,
Aaron Truskiti,
Sarah Marie Jacoby,
Alexander Wilcox with high distinction,
Timothy Jenkins,
Eric Yates,
Ashley Jenkins,
Paulina Zorowaska,
Alexandra Nicole Karfus,
Lauren Benkoski,
Mary Catherine Knorr,
Ashley Wright,
Henan Han,
Christine Williams,
Di Zhang,
Stephen Williams,
Lauren Betcher,
Lena Tashit,
Gina Marie Campobasso,
David Wortman,
Laura Gibbs, Shireen Ahmedi, Laura Casper, Jacob Kolpa, Leah Hensley, Mitch Danger Grant, Jack Kreck, Joseph Knight, Keely Johnson, Brandon Helgeson, Yicheng Cherry Jianqi, Taylor Jennings, Michelle Nguyen, Haley Dixon, Alex Strang, Sophie Medagal, Lauren Moss, Megan Ferguson.
At this time, will the audience, the parents, the wives, the husbands, children, relatives and friends of those who have received degrees here today, please rise. All of you together are the unsung heroes and heroines of the day. Through your commitment and support, you have played a critical role in the college career of your loved ones. We think you are very special, and we thank you for allowing us to have had the privilege of association with these members of your family. Now I would like the May 2014 graduating class to rise. To look your parents, spouses, and other special guests in the eye, and to join me in expressing a profound appreciation for a job patiently and superbly done. Let us salute them with our applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please be seated for the recessional of the platform party and the graduates?